It's time for another episode of Left Hand Poetry. I'm your host and poet, Rob Murray. This week, we're back inside my book, Blue, Poems, or just Blue. The poem is Hunger, and it's another trip into the sometimes weird corners of my imagination, and has to do with looking at a box of animal crackers. Hunger. And so it came to pass in that land, where iced was that which all that was had, and the skin of beast did glisten so, and sunlight filtered plastically, that the animal crackers came to life and marched forth conqueringly. The lion with the missing leg held court upon the sugar bowl, as the elephant trumpeted in the soprano range, his trunk gone the way of the Lion King's leg, and the camel, with both humps and even his legs, made a play to be king, but fell short of his goal, for even gorillas of icing and cake, primates of soy lecithin that have been molded and baked, still are possessed of 2 pairs of iced thumbs. Until the children came home and put down this high fructose rebellion, the gorilla was king and the lion prime minister, their emulsified motives half-baked, but not sinister. But even kings go to the place we all know is waiting for us, whether baked or homegrown, and the iced animal cookie kingdom was short-lived, yet delicious, and even now grown, I am still quite suspicious of a bag of those treats, if they're held for too long, that I'll return again home to find them in revolt. For the only solution I've discovered that works is to eat the whole bag, even the legs and the trunks. Again, that was Hunger from Blue. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've checked out some of the previous episodes of the podcast. You can find my podcast at my website, robertcmurray.com. When you go there, you have to scroll down a bit past the information about my sci-fi novel. And again, I'm very much hard at work on the second installment, so if you're looking to get involved in a great sci-fi trilogy, now's the time to read the first one, because the second one will be coming out sooner rather than later. I promise. I really promise this time. Also, speaking of checking my things out, if you could be so awesome as to leave a review at Apple Podcasts, or just a 5-star rating, or whatever rating you feel is adequate, or any other podcast app that you use. Also, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at LeftHandRob. Also, retweeting and replying to my tweets about the podcast are a great way to let me know, A, that you're listening, and B, what you think. I'm also on Facebook. I'm Robert C. Murray Poet there. So you can see me there and catch up with me, and also let me know what you think if Facebook is your preferred method. Thanks again for joining me here on Left Hand Poetry. Before I sign off, just want to reiterate that all Black Lives Matter. Please check out my blog, lefthandrob.net. There are some links there for some Black Lives Matter oriented charities where you can donate to help even the playing field and see some equity and not just equality. So thanks for that. So until then, I'll see you next time for another installment of Left Hand Poetry.